In its judgment, the trial sided in a gay pair who was rejected the order to live along in Romania, that does not identify identical sex wedding. Propaganda groups vaunted the trial's judgment as the first of its type to involve identical sex couples in the determination of husband for the goal of complementary motion, that allows EU countrymen to go and live easily amongst term state. But it stopped brief of binding Romania or some term state to enable identical sex wedding. Equity, justice, and pragmatist were at the mandrel of present sentence of Luxembourg. The CJEU has recognized how both families should be acknowledged alike in the eyes of the law on liberty of motion. Evelyn Paradis, execution CEO of propaganda team ILGA Europe, told in a declaration. Currently we wish to see the Romanian authorities go quickly to do the judgment of fact. The pair over the governing Adrian Komen, a double US Romanian individual, met Claiborne Hamilton, a US individual, in New York in June 2002. The two lived down there along of 2005 to 2009. Komen excited to Brussels in 2009 to job at the Europe Parliament as a Parliament aide, time Hamilton remaining in New York. They were marital in Brussels in 2010. In December 2012, while Komen's occupation ended, the pair deliberate driving to Romania to be nearer to Komen's household. They contacted Romanian authorities to discover out how Hamilton could receive the order to job and live legitimately down there for more than rather than 3 months as a term of Komen's household. By the EU's order to complementary motion, non-EU spouses marital to EU countrymen may accede their affiliate in a term country wherever the Europe domestic resides. The pair desired a residence allow for Hamilton, relying on the order to complementary motion, arrogant it would use to Hamilton. Romanian authorities told how Hamilton could not be confidential as a husband of an EU individual in Romania since it does not identify wedding among persons of the identical sex. The pair driven an activity up the Romanian courts searching a proclamation of discrimination relying on sex attitude. Romania's constitution trial requested the trial of judiciary to define if Hamilton should be deliberate a husband of an EU individual in the identical order to constant residence. Since the period husband includes identical sex partners, term state must consider them the identical as any some husband, the trial controlled. To reject residence to an EU individual's husband may hinder in how individuals order to go easily. The trial emphasized how recognition identical sex marriages executed in else term country does not need how term country to ensure, in its domestic act, for the establishment of gay wedding. Nor does it erode the domestic sameness or present a risk to the social politics of the term country worried. Time the governing foliage the country of identical sex wedding in Romania in confinement, Komen and other are inviting it again. We are thankful to the EU trial and to the lot human beings and institutions who include backed us, and via us, some identical sex couples in a such position, he told. It is humane virtue how wins present.